What's going on, everybody? It's TG back with another video. Hope you guys are having a great week. Finals week for a lot of you guys who are in school. Good luck with all of that. I am officially done with college now, graduated, ready to move on to the world and teach some kids how to hit some forehands and backhands in tennis. But for the rest of you guys who are looking to make more money in the stock market and keep up to date on what's going on, make sure you follow this channel because there's a lot going to be going on in these next couple of months. If you guys enjoy the content that I make, seriously, feel free to subscribe. It would mean a ton to me. So yeah, let's just jump in and talk about Ark. Let's talk about Ark because Ark needs to be talked about. This has been an ETF that's been talked about a lot recently in CNBC. Obviously, everyone knows, most people know, Cathie Wood, owner of Ark, runs the active fund of Arkk Investments and has made quite the name of herself as like the Black Widow of Wall Street, with her fund having insane returns, not in the past year but in the past 5 years, significantly outperforming the S&P and all these other ones, mainly due to companies that she invested in, like heavily in Tesla. We also had one Tesla stock shot through the roof, but recently it's been pretty bad for her the past year. Ark is now down about 40% from highs now. Which is a lot for an ETF. It's a lot, especially when you look at things like the NASDAQ, which while the NASDAQ is up 25% in the past year, NASDAQ's only down 3.3% from highs. So what is it about Ark that makes it so appealing? Why can they get these huge swings? Well, they invest in a lot of companies that are very innovative. They're trying to disrupt everything. So whether you agree with Ark or not, you can't deny that the plays that they make are quite worthy of talking about. And when I say that, if you look at some of her top holdings, this is her website. You guys can look at all this stuff. But if you actually go down and let's look at the holdings, biggest one is still Tesla. Always going to be Tesla for her. But Roku's really made a big move up there. Tesla's 8.5%, Roku's 6.2%. Teladoc, this is one of the stocks that absolutely got destroyed from her. And it's why the fund is down so much, mainly because of Teladoc. Teladoc is just an absolute terrible performing stock in the past year, in the past forever, basically. Lost over half of its value in the past year and is now down 67% in the past from previous all-time highs. Now, some of these other stocks like Roku have taken a big hit as well from their highs. Roku again getting slaughtered today, 8%, which is really weird because literally the other day, just yesterday, the stock was up like 15%. So, just big swings overall in Roku. Another stock that is down significantly from highs, 50% exactly. And you have like Zoom, again, over 50% from highs. Coinbase has held up relatively well compared to the other ones with their whole crypto boom. But this is a stock that's still down, a pretty good amount from where it was IPO'd at, which is right about here, 330. So it's hard to really value some of these companies at the current state just because they are very innovative and very disruptive and all that. But her approach to investing, as a lot of people call reckless and wild. But I mean, if you look at everything she owns and all that she does, it used to work really well. Now it's not working as well. But these companies potentially could be the future. Roku, Teladoc, Zoom. Some of these companies can perform very, very well over time, potentially depending on what happens if other innovations come out as well. So Ark got hit today big, down 5.3%. NASDAQ also took a massive hit, 1.7%. That's with the NASDAQ still up this week because we had Friday was a brutal sell-off with the whole Omicron news and all that stuff like that. And, it kind of erased some of those gains that we had recently, but still up overall for the week. Ark, unfortunately, on the other hand, is not. It's down about 1%, but Ark's still up massive from its lows. One point was up like 14% from where it was just on Friday intraday. And the question really comes down is like, is it worth investing in Ark, or is it worth, maybe picking a couple of these companies and finding out what to do with that? But I mean, Cathie has talked about a lot of things, including potentially shorting, which is interesting. And she talks about like basically it's like Ark on steroids, essentially, and so she's gonna demonstrate that and test, shorting different stocks that are big benchmark indexes that she thinks will underperform. And it's crazy to see some of this stuff like that. potentially happening, because they talk about being more aggressive. I mean, what she's investing is extremely aggressive. And then you're talking about making an even bigger bet on betting against some of those companies that her companies are kind of competing against. So, I mean, you're either going to see massive implied returns, or you're going to see massive losses on either side. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But overall, it's just worth talking about Ark. And I know a lot of you guys used to invest in Ark G in the Discord. Ark G is another one that's fallen so hard from where it was just initially. Down about 50%. This is Ark Genomic. A lot of that technology, healthcare, all that stuff like that. But the interesting thing about Ark is like it's actively trading. So every day you'll get emails, and you can see like what Kathy purchased, what she didn't buy, like what she sold and bought, and it's very interesting. I don't invest in Ark at all or anything like that, but I still read every day all the stuff that she buys and sells because it is very interesting. And you can like kind of see like what she's doing, what is she dumping, what is she buying. So it's pretty interesting to see. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this fund. I mean, currently sitting at under $100 again. Remember, this thing was well above 150, 159 at the 52-week high, and sitting at 89 for the 52-week low. So obviously very close to that 52-week low. We'll see if it tests it again. If stocks fall hard over some news, you could definitely see that. But just want to keep you guys updated on all of that, what is going on with Ark and Kathy Wood on some of those stocks. But obviously she won massive on Tesla. That was her obviously biggest win that she's ever had. The stock just it speaks for itself how much that thing has gone up. But yeah, I just wanted to brief you guys about all that, and hope you guys are having a great day. Let me know your thoughts on all of this, and make sure to subscribe and join the Discord if you want to chat with me and just be a part of the channel. So take it easy, guys. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.